Hey everybody, this is your boy from Sorry I Didn't Come with a Filtered Podcast, Vasily speaking. So, it looks like I was pretty much wrong last night on a lot of predictions I had going. It wasn't the overall best, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I wasn't too pleased with it. But again, you know, it happens in the sports world of just things like that. I can't control all of that. It's, yeah, it sucked. It sucked for me. It didn't work. I'm pretty sure I did not do my best at predicting the right calls. Don't hold that against me. Again, it's just my take, my personal view of who I thought was supposed to win, who should have won, and the game just didn't go my way. Again, like last night, I'll cover more on the NBA because there was some heated moments. I hear Mr. Simmons got fined for COVID violations. You know what? As I say to a lot of things, to this, it's one person's call, not ours. And yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. I'm not going to be able to always agree with everything everybody says on that front because of certain matters. Just how it works and how it always will be. But again, you know, I'm gonna own up to my mistakes on what I lost and what I saw. And you know, it's how it works. Like, you know, honestly, I probably wasn't doing exactly the proper predictions or whatever, but I'm gonna jump into it right now. Just chilling at home. It was an easy day today for work, so let's go to the NBA scores from last night. So my prediction was right. I said the Nuggets. I said the Nuggets last night. I was wrong about the Trailblazers. I said the Jazz. I knew the Spurs. I was wrong about the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pelicans, I was off on. Timberwolves, I knew. The Raptors, I was a little shocked. The Knicks, I was right on. The Bulls, and, you know, the Pacers were so close to winning. But, you know, that's the game of sports, and I can't help that. So my take on that was a little off, but that's all right. It is what it is. So last night's scores, the poor Dodgers got beaten up 9-2, and the Red Sox got beaten up 9-2. So today is the Dodgers Game 5. Hopefully they can win tonight. I hope so. I'm praying for them. I need them to win. Again, that's, you know, one of my predictions. I hope they win this series. Last night in the hockey world, we saw 2 games. So I was wrong about the Bruins beating the Philly, but that was pretty much a pretty good game. It was hilarious, you know, exchanging goals. But Philly got 3 more on them, 6-3. Blues beat the Knights. I knew the Blues was going to do that. As of today, my predictions for the NHL, you got the Panthers versus the Avalanche. Panthers are on a pretty good roll, so my money's pretty much on the Panthers possibly beating the Avalanche. Hurricanes and the Canadiens, I would say the Hurricanes. It might be a slim chance the Canadiens might pull an upset, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you really. On the way they're performing, the way they're playing, it's just they're not a cohesive team right now. They're, you know, it looks like Shea Weber might be done with his career and Carey Price not being there. Capitals versus the Devils. Jack Hughes is out of the lineup for the Devils, so it looks like the Capitals might have a bit of an easier night tonight. Sharks versus Senators. Tonight is the night we get to see the newly christened, high-paid Brady Tkachuk, who on my take deserves that money because of how he has performed and how he is. He is a terrific player. Like, if I had to pick between him and Matt, his older brother Matt, I'd take Brady. Brady is a very much of a level-headed guy. He really respects the game. He respects everybody around him. He does not play with a chip on his shoulder like, his brother would. That's my take on that. Again, I'm going to say Senators beat the Sharks. Islanders versus Blue Jackets. Somehow, looking at this, I see the Islanders taking some repercussions because they spent a lot of money this offseason and it's not really paying off for them. But Blue Jackets are being a surprise team. My money's saying Blue Jackets. My gut saying Islanders. I'm going to go with the Blue Jackets. Flames versus the Red Wings. I'm going to say the Red Wings probably take out the Flames. Not just because I don't like the Flames. It's just, the Flames are not. I'm looking at the standings. And let me see. The West side. Let's see. Yeah, the Flames only played 2 games, and they've only registered 1 point. Whereas, I'll say the Red Wings. Rangers, Predators, this is going to be an interesting one, but I would say the Rangers take the Predators down. Just for, again, no Pekka Rinne in that. He's retired from the Predators. I'll just keep saying that till the day I die. Ducks versus Jets. This looks very, very competitive. Because you got a very strong team, very well-built team in the Jets, and a very young and up-and-coming Ducks team. So, my take on that would be the Jets sneaking out a victory. And then I got my Canucks versus the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are not doing so well right now. Neither is my Canucks, but this could be a rebound because they come home off this road trip. Hopefully they can take 2 points from this game and, carry on into their home opener, which I'm going to next Tuesday. And then you got the Oilers versus the Coyotes, and that is just a slam dunk, touchdown, Hail Mary, everything, grand slam, home run for the Oilers to win. That's my take on the NHL tonight. Again, I'm going to see what Europa League has today. So it's Champions League. Where's my Europa League? No, I didn't say Champions League. I said Europa. Oh, back. So, okay, I'm just going to cover over what I predicted yesterday. So yesterday's matches, Red Bull Salzburg beat Wolfsburg. Barcelona somehow beat Dynamo Kiev 1-0. Sevilla and the French side drew. My Man U came back into the second half. A 2-goal deficit to beat Atlanta 3-2. Again, I don't know what Ole Schucksire is doing, but that seriously has got to end. His playing the players. He started putting out all the star players in the later half, so I just don't get that. Juventus came out with a victory on Zenit St. Petersburg 1-0. Bayern beat the snot out of Benfica 4-0. Chelsea, again, I told you Chelsea was going to slaughter Malmo 4-0, and Villarreal beat Young Boys 4-1. So my take was pretty correct on that. Just the one score I was off of. But that's, that gives or takes. Europa League fixtures 2021. Okay, so now I'm on the Europa League. So so far, yeah, it's, it's a lot of pain and a lot of agony to watch Europa because there's teams there. Oh, my dad's team. I'm going to say Olympiacos beats Frankfurt. That's all I'm going to say on that end. I hear and see stories about, players and the whole new restrictions and stuff, like, Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving in the NBA. You got the NHL, where NHL players are, starting to understand that this is your livelihood. You gotta do what's best for your family, and you gotta pay bills. You gotta pay to live. You gotta feed. You gotta put food on your table and all that. And again, it's really troublesome on that front because you're not gonna be always agreeing with what's going on in the world. So my take on it is, sometimes you gotta put your pride aside and put your family first, and and make sure that you're doing what is right for your family. If some people are unaware of what's going on in the industry, or just, foolishly trying to do something, like I know here, come October 24th, we're full capacity. So when I go to the home game for the Canucks next Tuesday, it's going to be full on tilt of everybody there. And, again, it is what it is. Hopefully it's, we're turning a corner. And hopefully we're all going to get back to normal. In the sports world, I understand athletes, they get paid a ton of money to play sports. And they do have their unions and they have their rights of things. But again, people buy your jerseys, people cheer you on. I think you can at least just do a little bit of, just go back and say, yeah, thank you for respecting my decision. I'm going to come and play and just do my job. Because honestly, like, if you think, I run a bit, like, I help my dad run a business. I haven't closed down at all. And, sports is exactly like the restaurant business. Every industry is a business. We literally did not close for at all. At any given moment, we did not close. We stayed open. Okay, my dad's 71, cancer, heart attack and all that. And yeah, he was high risk for this crap. So, I said, okay, fine. I'll go and get the shot too. Just to be on the safe side. Just to make him feel safer and be safe. I know he probably doesn't want me to get it, but I got it anyways. So, I did it. My doctors appreciate it. His doctors appreciate it. He appreciates it. My family appreciates it. I don't sit and tell people what to do. Okay? But my take on it is, if you're going to be a little bit selfish or self-righteous, by all means, that's your given right. But don't always tote it out or, have us, the media, even speak about it. Because, you know what? It's just adding more fuel to a fire that needs to be put out. But back to my hand here. Pro wrestling tonight, Impact Wrestling's on. This weekend is Bound for Glory. I have it ordered. Hopefully I actually get to have it, I better check my purchases. Or my scheduling. That's what I should check. Schedule. So. It is on at 7. Okay. My take for that is it is going to be an interesting one. Maybe we get to see Adam Shearer in Impact Wrestling this weekend. Who knows? He has been having talks with them, but nothing else has come about. So I don't know much about that. Like, as I say, I've been so dedicated towards rewatching wrestling or hockey and basketball and baseball and football right now. We even got the Thursday Nighter on tonight, so that's another one I probably, I've been also watching up on the fantasy football stuff. So today is the Broncos and the Browns, and as I said in yesterday's podcast, I'm taking the Broncos over the Browns at every given take. So that's what I'm going to say on that front. This season has been one weird season for the NFL, I noticed. Again, I will be doing another podcast today. I'm going to introduce, I'm sorry I got a little off topic. I'm introducing a Throwback Thursday, and tomorrow will be a Flashback Friday, where I talk about things that happened in the past, moments in sports entertainment, and all that great stuff. And, honestly, I want to try something a little newer, offer you guys a little more to that, because yesterday I did the Wednesday Hump Day Women's Crush Wednesday clip there, and I'm going to give off some more. But again, it is going to be, I'm going to try some new stuff, see if you guys like it. If you do and I get more hits, I'll keep producing more, and maybe I'll just, if it doesn't take off, I'll just bring it back to what I was doing. But again, it's been a weird thing for sports this year, not just the NFL, not just the NBA and Major League Baseball and hockey. It's just been weird for sports because we're starting to bring back the fans, and to watch these games with the fans, especially hockey. Really, hockey was the last sport in North America to actually include fans back in the arena. And even though it started a little late during the playoffs last year, this year was like, you really, really, I think the players appreciate how much the fans support them and how much the fans miss them and how much fans miss being at the games. Because I watch these games and they're ridiculously, sometimes they're not high scoring, okay, but they're ridiculous. The when you get a hit, you get the crowd just roaring. You get one of those odd man breaks or a 2-on-1 or just a breakaway on itself. It is ridiculous. Or the saves, just the ridiculous saves, having the fans just it is so good to see the fans back. It feels so much better. We're literally putting this subject that I'm not going to name away. We're getting back to where we all can socialize again and have fun at these sporting events. Even, concerts, I hear a lot of people are just stockpiling concert dates right now. I know some of my friends are. I get one friend every day sending me, DMs on the gram there. And he just, we got to go to this show, Will. We got to hang out together. We got to, do this. I'm not a drinker, so I'll let him drink. I'm more of a guy who just likes to go and enjoy himself and have some fun, take a break, take a little me time break from, family business and all this other good stuff. To watch these athletes just thoroughly, even pro wrestling, just going to the events and seeing the fans back and just thriving off of it, it is awesome. It is great. It's fantastic. I cannot say any more on that. To go about a year ago and seeing no people in anything, and then going to now, this should give you a better perspective of life and how to just take everything one day at a time. Take a step back. Relax. Not everything is always up for debate. But I'm going to let you guys go on that front. And if you like this, please remember to follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'm on all podcast stationary networks. And you guys, I will talk to you guys all later again today. All right. Bye.